Hello, everyone. How are you doing? This is Daryl Guberman, CEO of Guberman PMC LLC, a quality consulting firm here in Connecticut. Today, after a discussion that we had, several of them, not just this weekend, but others in the past, this video today is on an article referenced. It's called, and this video is, nearly 2.4 billion women globally don't have the same economic rights as men. And I have to really tell you this. I said to them, one of the issues is that you can't write about it on the internet. You can't have web-based sites talking about women's rights. You can't sing about it. Singing is good. You can teach your children about women's rights. But you must take action in order for you to be a success at this. I found in my research a nice little saying. This goes from me to those women who have and who are propelled about women's rights. It says, stand up for what you believe in, even if it means standing alone. And that is the key. You can tweet it, you can send emails about it, but you have to take signs and go out there and go to those people, go to their front gates and tell them that you want your rights. I know so many have done it, but you have to be persistent. For there is no luck. There is no wish. There is no such thing as hope, and there's no such thing as prayers. There is only determination and persistence. So when I say this to you ladies, when you need to have something done, do it. Talking between yourselves, making up music and songs about women's rights and going forward. One must go forward in today's world with fortitude, with attitude, and with tenacity. And those are the three keys. And of course, persistence. I will say this. Brzezinski, I can't say his real name, who worked under Jimmy Carter, said this, and I want you ladies and gentlemen that are watching this to listen to what this guy said. And here it is.
The lethality of their power is greater than ever. Their capacity to impose control over the politically awakened masses of the world is at a historical low. I once put it rather pungently, and I was flattered that the British Foreign Secretary repeated this as follows. Namely, in earlier times, it was easier to control a million people, literally. It was easier to control a million people than physically to kill a million people. Today, it is infinitely easier to kill a million people than to control a million people. Today, it is infinitely easier to kill a million people than to control a million people.
Ladies and gentlemen who are watching, did you hear what he said? Back in the day, it was easier to control a million people. But in today's world, for you ladies and gentlemen too out there, but you ladies in particular, he's basically said that we are politically awakened more now than ever before, but the only problem is that you must have unity together because there is none. There is none. You must stand up for what you believe in because standing up for what you believe in, a guy like that who says it's easier to kill a million people than control them, it would be impossible to kill a million people if you have a million people determined to get it done. That is the thing in this equation that he did not talk about. You have so many different groups that are grabbing at this and grabbing at that and are not determined. And you have to have determination. You have to be goal-driven, and you have to stand out there with signs and go to these people for your rights. And I'm telling you that as a man. I'm telling you that because you must stand up and be counted. And standing up for what you believe in, even if it means standing alone, but you should not be standing alone. You should have an army behind you. And I'm going to leave it here. I do this because people need to be awakened, especially the women. 2.4 billion women are economically different than their counterparts, their male counterparts. And I do this, gentlemen, because everyone should be treated equally through the world. But I can say it should be placed into action. I thank you. My telephone number is 203-556-1493 or Daryl, Daryl, TQRS @yahoo.com. And I leave it here. And I thank you.